Matt, we streamed for 17 hours yesterday, and we're streaming since 8 o'clock this morning. And it's down to one game.
That's right. One game to determine a $10,000 winner here at the 2016 Boom Doubles presented by Hammer. Nothing hits like a hammer.
Absolutely. If you're looking for a new bowling ball purchase, make sure you head over to hammerbowling.com and check out all the great new products. The Scandal, of course, the Legend Series. Hammer uses carbon fiber in their bowling balls, backs up a 3-year warranty. And also Bud Light, an associate sponsor here, Crown Plaza Hotel, and Classic Bowling Services, great distributor here in this part of the country. We are in Little Rock, Arkansas. We're glad you're with us for this position round game. We weren't sure if we were going to have any drama, but we do.
Yeah, we sure do, Mike.
The story of the tournament early on was Cameron Doyle and Chris Barnes. They were leading the tournament for a majority of the time.
Look at Chris Vi. Chris Vi is lining up in the gutter on lane 13. Wow. Oh, this is going to be insane.
This kid's got some game.
This is going to be insane.
Barnes and Doyle this afternoon got passed by Vi and Pluhowsky, and then they led for a majority of the day. And then Jimmy Cook and Dave Wodka bowled a huge last game to cut it close. It's a 45-pin deficit for Wodka and Cook. And there's 30 bonus pins awarded to the team that wins. So those of you that are doing the math at home, Wodka and Cook must win by 16 pins to win. 15 pins and we'll do it again if there is a tie. And if they win by 14 pins or less or lose the game, Shannon, Pluhowsky, and Chris Vi are your champions. Wodka and Cook.
They bowled a phenomenal game to get in this position.
They bowled 479 and got the win. And guess what pair they were on, Matt?
13 and 14.
This exact same pair here. And this pair was predetermined by us and the tournament crew before the tournament started that this would be the featured championship pair. This is the pair that everybody's been viewing and watching all weekend. And this is our championship pair, and we're ready for some high scores. Now, on Shannon's, to Shannon's point, to the point of Shannon bowling well on this pair, we just saw two lefties on this pair, Gary Faulkner and Anthony Richmond. They just bowled 440 on this pair, so it's a very fair pair.
Yeah, it definitely is. Jimmy Cook opened up with a strike. He's getting a little loft on it. They know where to play on this lane as he leaves the 10, the half 10.
This event, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, it's brought to you by Hammer. Hammer's been doing a lot for bowling tournament organizations, giving back to bowling. The TNBA, for instance, several other tournaments they've been involved with, the Hammer Holiday Doubles that we did last year. Hammer really is a brand, wow, that gives back to bowling, as I mentioned.
Wow.
And the other crazy thing about Hammer is Dave Wodka works for Ebonite International wearing a Hammer jersey. Jimmy Cook is on Ebonite International staff, and he's with the Hammer brand. And Shannon Pluhowsky, a national staffer with Hammer. So we have three Hammer-affiliated bowlers here in the finals. It doesn't get any better than this. And, of course, Chris Vi, a Team USA winner, bowling with Shannon. He is sponsored by Storm, but we do have three Hammer finalists here.
We do.
Couldn't have worked out really much any better. Tell us who you're rooting for here in the chat. I want to welcome in all of our viewers. Thanks for being here with us all weekend. My phone's been blowing up. They've been giving me the rundown on some of the scores and things like that, different folks, and just excited that we have a really cool final here.
Yeah, you couldn't really ask for much anything better. Shannon there with a great looking shot.
Shannon bowling leadoff.
Yeah.
Wodka bowling leadoff. Vi the anchor bowler. Jimmy Cook the anchor bowler. Also, should probably take a moment to just kind of run down some things here. If you're just joining us for the first time this weekend, we had 36 teams take to the lanes Saturday morning, 35 to be exact, and then we had 31 on another squad, and then we had 17 last night, 83 total entries.
Dave coming in high. 4-6 split.
Easy to do. The oil patterns
Yeah.
of 2.1 to 1.4 ratio, I believe it is, and 43 feet in length. It's been tough. It's taken them 45 minutes a game to bowl.
Chris Vi lining up left of the ball return.
Chris Barnes is actually taking a video of Vi right now.
Yeah, it's that impressive. Wow. It's that impressive.
Wodka gets count. A lot of game left here. Dave Wodka's been working at his game quite a bit recently. Wasn't happy with how he was bowling. Went and spent some time with his coach, Ron Hatfield. Feels like he's throwing the ball a lot better. Jimmy Cook from Indianapolis. A well-known player in that area. This will be a big win for him if he's able to get it done.
Jimmy Cook carrying.
Comes in a little high. Fortunate to carry that shot. Another fun fact for you, Wodka, poor planning on his part, and he'll tell you that. He had a flight that was supposed to leave already today. He had to cancel that flight, and he's got some work requirements with Ebonite International on Monday and Tuesday he's got to attend to. He's got to get his vehicle. So Chris Vi and Shannon Pluhowsky drove 10.5 hours to get here. Wodka's going to be a passenger in that vehicle getting home tonight. They're probably going to get around 6 in the morning.
Wow. I'll tell you what, it'll be a much easier. Wait a minute, so they're going to ride home together?
They are going to ride home
Wait
together.
A minute, are you telling me there's a $5,000 difference?
$10,000 for first, $5,000 for second.
And they're going to ride home together for 10.5 hours being stuck in a car together?
Correct, and Jimmy Cook gets to stay the night and fly home tomorrow.
Oh, man. The plot thickens.
David O'Sullivan in the chat says the live stream looks good. Mike, looking forward to next week. Next week being the Logo Infusion InsideBowling.com Open, brought to you by the brands of Ebonite International and Kegel. Back-to-back weekends for us, live streaming.
Haven't done that in a while.
No, I joked around a little while ago. YouTube sent us an email. That was a joke, of course, saying thanks for wearing out our bandwidth. We're going to do it again next weekend, and we're looking forward to that event in St. Louis. Don't forget you get bowling ball included with your entry. You can check out all that information over at InsideBowling.com. The banner at the top will take you there.
It's not too late to sign up.
Nope. Last year, most of the entries came in over the course of the next 5 or 6 days, so we're ahead of entries from last year. So we'd love to see you come out. A lot of the big-name pros aren't going to be able to bowl because there's another event that they'll be bowling in. So this is the year of the amateur. You've got an opportunity, as good a chance as any, to come out and take home $10,000 in that singles event.
So let's take a look here at Jimmy Cook now. There's a good shot.
Well, yeah, and for a second there, the 7-pin was standing.
Yeah, but it did fall. So what do we got going on here? What's shaping up? Seems to be kind of close.
Yeah, we'll let Vi get his shot here, this double here.
He lines up off camera. This is what's crazy. He's lining up almost completely off screen.
He is on the approach, folks.
Yeah, he's there. You can see his arm and his ball now. Watch this.
Comes in high for a 10-pin. He's deeper than Shannon's laydown. He and Shannon may be looking at the same exact target.
One's left-handed, one's right-handed.
Potentially.
I'd like to welcome all 336 viewers.
The boom doubles.
Inaugural event here at Professor Bowl in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Tamara Dunning and her entire crew have done a nice job. I want to thank them for having us out this weekend to be part of their tournament for the first year. Now here's Shannon, right lane.
Little light.
Comes in light for the 3. So Shannon, if she were to go off the sheet after making the spare, she could bowl 228. I like to look at max scores, as you know.
Shannon seems a little distracted by the open play. She keeps looking off to the right. There's quite a bit of open play here right now.
Yeah, they got 5 lanes of buffer, but they've only got 2.5 lanes of people buffer.
Yeah, the people have spilled over into the buffer area. Shannon going for her 3 and misses it left. Holy smokes. That is so uncharacteristic, and she just keeps looking off to the high end of the center.
Well, the fatigue is setting in.
Yeah, they have been bowling quite a while this weekend. They bowled 8 games of qualifying. Some bowled 2 squads, so 16 games. Then they came back this morning for 4 games of Cashier's round. Then 12 games of round-robin match play. This is the 12th game, folks. And Jimmy Cook says nay with his strike. Takes advantage of that open frame. And here's Chris Vi lining up just in front of the gutter, or the ball return. Gets the loft and the strike. Picks up his teammate.
So Dave Wodka can max out for 248. Shannon can max out for 247. I'm down in the trenches now. I can see these monitors better. Jimmy Cook can still bowl 280. And Chris Vi 260.
Dave Wodka really needs this double. Very important double. Shannon's looking to bounce and pull herself up by her bootstraps here and recover off of that missed spare, and she misses her target left again, leaving another 3.
May have been a little firm.
Big strike situation here early in the match for Dave Wodka.
It's a pretty safe shot there.
Yeah, makeable spare.
Pretty safe.
Shannon runs down that 3-pin.
Dave covers the spare. As you see the javelin guy, the pole vaulter up over the bar. We've been seeing these graphics all weekend. So right now, Chris Vi has the more impressive strike ball, but Jimmy Cook has got more strikes.
Unreal. That is just unbelievable, Mike. I've never seen anything like that in person.
And what I like about this guy, Chris Fry, is at no time do you ever see him show
Any emotion?
He doesn't hoop it up on the lane.
No, he's not excited. He's not amped. He's cool, calm, and collected. It's all business for Chris Vi. Him and Shannon now having a little conference down in the bowlers area as Jimmy Cook looking to keep his 280 game alive. That looks pretty good. Nope. Oh, we got a lucky break.
There's been 12 games of
11
bowling
games.
done. Yeah, 11. They're in
11.
their 12th. And everybody's been attacking this pattern if you're right-handed on the inside part of the lane. There is nowhere else to go on the lane. They are out of room.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no shot outside. And to have any type of success at all during the first half of the block, it's been in the middle and deep.
Now keep in mind, if you're just joining us, Dave Wodka and Jimmy Cook have to win this game by 15 pins to force a roll-off game.
Yeah, 15 to tie.
16 to win. 10,000 for first, 5,000 for second.
And they're driving home together. Dave Wodka right in the face again, but makeable spare. Shannon light again, another 3.
Down here talking to Chris Barnes, and he said that he hadn't seen him as ugly since Red River, wherever that is. I thought it was more like the team challenges, Chris. Oh, okay. Said the difference between the team challenges and here is the team challenges, there was never oil down lane, and there is some here.
Oh.
There was just no oil at all.
So why don't we give a scoring update here, Mike? What's the lay of the land? You're down in the trenches through 7.5 frames.
Well, Dave Wodka can still bowl 205 after the open. Shannon can bowl 226, so advantage Pluhowsky by 21. Jimmy Cook still bowl 257. Chris Vi can still bowl 260. That's if they were to go off the sheet. So the advantage is to Vi and Pluhowsky at this point in time. And remember, Cook and Wodka have to win by 15 to force another game. 16 for a win.
Chris Vi lining up for some of the most impressive shot you're going to see in a long time. Oh.
Well, he's simply out of room, and with that rev rate, what he's able to do is he's able to take the front part of the lane out of play.
Completely out of play.
So the ball's going to read the same way every time in the air, basically, is what he's doing. Also want to make mention, currently in the match next door on lanes 11 and 12, we have Barnes and Doyle. Chris Barnes and Cameron Doyle facing off against DJ Archer and AJ Rice. Barnes and Doyle sit at plus 871, and to give you an idea, Wodka and Cook are at 1,003. So no chance for them to catch up. So that's why we're focusing on this match. Also, Sherman and Miller, Flanagan and Maldonado, they're facing off. Faulkner and Richmond, along with Garcia and Simonson.
Oh.
Jones and Gasson, Allen and Cormier.
Dave Wodka was just spooked off the lanes.
Kyle Troop and Daryl Ratliff are facing off against Anthony Lavery and Loshi.
Dave Wodka was just spooked off the lanes by the CSR, walking out onto the lanes. Now he's back up.
pretty good.
That's a
All
good
right.
shot for Dave Wodka.
Shannon with a strike. Answers Wodka. It's pretty much go time for Jimmy Cook. He's liked this pair 3 times they've been on it now today. This is the third.
Push. Oh.
Three, 4, 6, 7, 10. Seen a lot of these. A lot of these left today and yesterday.
Wow. Now that ball looked like it bounced twice.
That'll happen
It
sometimes.
looked different than his other shots.
That'll happen sometimes. Ball comes in light, and the bucket is no gimme. Have a little swing in the momentum here if Jimmy Cook could pick this up.
Oh, wow.
He gets the hard 3. Takes the 6, 7, 10. Leaves the 3 and the 4. So Wodka and Jimmy Cook can still bowl 424. Shannon can bowl 226 by 236.
This match is all in their hands. Oh, man.
And Shannon goes through the nose for a big nasty split. The 4, 6, 7.
That's interesting.
30 bonus pins to be awarded to the winner. With Wodka working on a strike, it's important to have this double heading into the 10th frame. Nearly a must-strike situation for Dave Wodka.
It really is. I expect some emotion out of him. He didn't like it off of his hand, and lucky break there, but he needed that double, Mike.
So now the best Dave Wodka can bowl is 185. The best Shannon can do now, 194.
Jimmy Cook on an open in the 8th. Dave Wodka's partner.
Wodka with the spare, and now Jimmy Cook up in the 9th. Chris Vi is going to go first. Vi working on the spare. It's a $5,000 match. First place $10,000, as we mentioned, $5,000 for second. And Vi with an opportunity here to kind of put an exclamation point on this thing if he can get a strike.
Wow. Impressive.
It's been pretty awesome to watch, this guy. We've had a chance to see him on a couple of live streams on Inside Bowling over at the Bradley in Lexington, Kentucky 2 months ago. He finished second to Brandon Novak, who also participated this week in this event. I had a feeling Jimmy Cook would throw a strike there.
That was a good
you
shot.
know, kind of when you can kind of relax a little bit.
Yeah. Is there any chance here for Chris and Jimmy?
For Dave and Jimmy,
Yes, sorry.
185, 219.
Nope.
No, it's over. It pretty much was over before that shot. But hey, hats off to Dave Wodka and Jimmy Cook. These guys were well out of it 2 games ago. And they made one heck of a rally. They leapfrogged and pulled away from Barnes and Doyle. It just goes to show how hard they are. This second place finish, they worked real hard to get to second. And it's still a really nice payday here. They returned 100% of the money collected from the bowlers. That's what made up the prize fund. It was $400 a team. There were 83 teams, and the prize fund works out exactly to that. Donated the lineage this weekend. And special thanks to the sponsors. The title sponsor, Hammer, of course, Bud Light, the Crown Plaza Hotel, and Classic Products, the distributor here in this area for all the bowling products. And just a great event for being the first year, the Boom Doubles. Our first time to Little Rock, Arkansas. Definitely want to thank Tamara and all the folks here that worked so hard to put this tournament on. Hopefully they'll have us back in the future, and we'll be able to continue to grow this tournament for future years to come. Shannon Pluhowsky gets another win under her belt heading into the PWBA Tour in a couple of weeks. It's a nice boost heading into the PWBA season. Makes it worth the while for Jimmy Cook to travel from Indianapolis to come down here, finishing second. And continues to build confidence for Dave Wodka. And Chris Vi, he is an up-and-coming potential professional amongst the ranks of all bowlers. He's got a unique two-handed style. It's not like everybody else's. You know, Simonson kind of takes his ball up through the motion. Belmo's Belmo. Oscu's Oscu, and Vi is Vi. There's no question. It's a nice, tall kid. And he can loft it with the best of them. We found that out this weekend.
I'll say.
Very, very impressive bowling. Not only with how often he knocked him down and how well he scored, but just in the manner that he did it. Excellent bowling to Jimmy Cook as well. He should be very proud. He and Dave Wodka both. They had to re-enter. They re-entered after bowling the A squad. They bowled the B squad. They led B squad and ended up bowling for the title here today to come up just a little bit short. So there you have it, 160 for Dave Wodka, 218 for Jimmy Cook. Total is 378. And Chris Vi and Shannon Pluhowsky are your champions of the inaugural 2016 Boom Doubles presented by Hammer. 223 for Vi, 184 for Pluhowsky for a 407. And when we come back, we will talk to our champions and get a check and trophy presentation here in just a few minutes.
I want to thank everybody for watching the first annual hashtag Boom Scratch Doubles. It was a great event. It's been a long night, long day. I know everybody's really tired, but I appreciate everybody staying up and watching. The winners of the tournament were Mr. Chris Vi and Miss Shannon Pluhowsky. We appreciate them very much. Follow the list online, and it shows the full results. Right now, I would like to present them with their checks, $10,000, $5,000 each. And this is the proprietor, Dave Gibson. He will present them with their trophies. Chris and Shannon. Thank you, guys. And here is Mike Flanagan again.
Thank you guys very much. Wanted to take a minute to talk to our champions here today. First of all, Shannon, you've bowled well on our webcasts in the past, and here's yet another one for you. Congratulations, and tell us a little about what it was like to bowl with Chris.
It was a lot of fun. He bowled amazing today. As you could tell, they were hard, and he made them look extremely easy. For the last 6 games, he was standing on the other lane, throwing it over the gutter caps. So I'm glad he said he would bowl with me, and I'm glad we got the win, and it's been a lot of fun.
And with the PWBA coming up here in the near future, this has got to be a nice momentum builder for you with it starting in a couple of weeks.
Definitely. A lot of games in, a lot of practice, good and bad, but a lot of practice. And we leave for Mexico on Thursday for Team USA, so that'll be fun too. We'll have some more bowling to do.
And I know that you have some people that you would like to thank that help support you back home, and as well as sponsors. Who are they?
I would like to thank Hammer sponsoring this tournament and me. High Five Gear, Turbo Grips, and then my family at home. Everybody's been watching all day. We have a group chat on WhatsApp, and they've been messaging me all day. And so hi to Autumn and Megan, and I'll be home sometime in the morning, hopefully.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I want to bring Chris in now. Chris, congratulations, buddy. We saw you at the Bradley Open. You had a lot of success there, and that was the first time we got to see you on our webcast. What was it like bowling with Shannon today?
Yeah, she's selling herself short. She did incredible this weekend as well. She definitely kept me grounded when it got a little tough there. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun, and we had really good chemistry together, and it was an all-around fun weekend.
When did you decide you needed to get that far left and take the lane out of play and loft it through the air? And what was your strategy there with that?
Just progressively throughout the day. I mean, it just kept hooking earlier and earlier, and college bowling has definitely helped me out with that. Pretty much every tournament you got that far, well, not quite that far, but far enough left to where you had to get some air under it, and it kept looking good enough for me to stay there. And I know a lot of people went back to the right, but I still had a good enough look, so I just kept going with it.
And I'm sure you have some people to thank as well. I see a bunch of things all over your jersey here.
Absolutely. Storm, Turbo, Bowlify, just my friends back home, my family, they've been watching. My girlfriend, they've all been watching for this. So it's been Inside Bowling. I just want to thank them absolutely for being here. This was a fantastic tournament, fantastic turnout for the first year. And it was just a great tournament. We'll definitely be back.
Excellent. Well, there you have it. That's going to be it for Down Here on the Lanes. We streamed for 17 hours yesterday, guys. We're about as exhausted as you guys. And we streamed today for about 10 hours as well. So for Matt Turek and the entire crew here, and for everyone here at the Bowling Center, as well as Tamara Dunning and the entire tournament crew, I'm Mike Flanagan. We'll actually be online next weekend for the Logo Infusion InsideBowling.com Open, brought to you by the brands of Ebonite International and Kegel. So hopefully we'll see you next week at that tournament. You can sign up at InsideBowling.com. And until next Friday night, we're signing off for now. Congratulations again to our champions, Shannon Pluhowsky and Chris Vi. We'll see you on our next webcast.